It's time you all knew the demise of the great Top Gate IRL. It was a dark gloomy night. The skies were screaming in terror of what was to come. The top gate was abandoned. No sound or movement was present until Big Dave obliterated the earth beneath him. As Big Dave reached the surface, lightning began to strike the ground. The strong sense of banter fluttered the air. Big Dave and Ankh-Mandine knew what was about to arrive. The heavens began to split as the mighty spirit that has not been tethered to our earth in weeks was here. Time and space stopped for a moment. Supreme Master Guardian Elite Banter Lord entered our realm. The whole planet started to shatter. All that was left to assemble the four entities was the Great King that could only be summoned by chanting the ancient Egypt transcript. Almighty protector of Top Gate, I beg of thee, please hear my cry. Transform thyself from the light and bring me victory in this fight. But first I shall call out your name, King Kabish of Kingdom Kittens. The four slayers were outraged at the one they once called friend. MC Radda's Pussy Slayer the first had turned to the dark side. In a moment's notice the ground began to shake, the skies began to cry, the void had opened. One hand was drew from the abyss. The hand of Mr. Jamie Roxx had emerged from the underworld, and had not just one sonic 6-incher, but two sonic 6-inchers. Moments later Fat Luke and Thin Adam crawled from the darkness, then began conjuring black magic that would fusing them as one, creating Ludum the Fat and Thin. They were stronger than ever before. Suddenly, something was going fast, so very fast. It was MC Radda's Pussy Slayer first, blitzing out of the abyss in his Lambo, spreading the land with darkness. The battle had begun. Big Dave knocked Jamie Roxx's sonic 6-inchers out of his hand and onto the ground, grabbing him by the skull and curb stomped him repeatedly. Mr. Jamie Roxx regained access to his 6-inchers, then slashed Big Dave's arm, decapitating it. Chocolate milk was spewing everywhere. Big Dave was mad, so very mad, he started channeling his energy into his fists, grabbed Mr. Jamie Roxx a final time, took him to Devo's thinking wall, and smashed his head off it until there was nothing left but a bit of brain and some sticky liquid. Elite Banter Lord and MC Raddas looked at each other with such anger. MC Raddas pulled one glove then another, then put them on. Elite Banter Lord started to produce his best and strongest banter, turning MC Raddas into a portable fountain. Raddas knew he could not be beaten yet, so he turned off the waterworks and started swinging his bag at the speed of light and shot it at Banter Lord, dropping him to the ground and reverting him to ash. Ankh-Mandine and King Kabish of Kingdom Kittens were dealing with the Hydra that was Ludum the Fat and Thin. The two slayers would cut off one roll of fat, and two others would grow back in its place. Ankh-Mandine knew what had to be done. He had to blaze it like no other. He pulled out the dankest crush he could find and blazed it until Ludum was too weak to regenerate, and King Kabish finished him off with one swift jab of a Stanley. One of the four slayers had fallen. The rest looked at the remaining enemy and smiled. As Paul the Almighty Penetrator came from behind MC Raddas with 1,000 tons of blood sausage, striking him from behind again and again. Every strike ripping Raddas' soul from him until he was nothing more than ass, waiting to be smashed. The gate has finally closed and may never be open again.
Gotta believe, though the going gets rough, that you gotta hang tough to make it. History